Greetings, everybody. Right back at you here at Railroad Nail Boxing Talk. And like we say here at Railroad Nail Boxing Talk, we don't just praise fighters with pretty records. We praise all fighters who get in the ring and fight hard. You could be 13-9, 28-0, or 14-10. If you're out there knocking sweat off somebody's head, making the crowd want to come see you again, then your light will shine here at Railroad Nail Boxing Talk. What's up, boxing fans? Lamont Roach Jr. versus Hector Luis Garcia. Let's talk about it. Now, I was anticipating this fight because I know ever since Hector Luis Garcia stepped on the scene with the defeat of Chris Colbert and he moved up to face none other than Tank Davis, he done made a name for himself. Above average fighter, pretty good. Champion material. But after the loss to Tank, I was looking to see how he was going to look. And we all know Lamont Roach Jr. been in the game for a while. Now, he had a title shot, and he lost against Jamel Herring. Jamel Herring went on to lose against Shakur Stevenson. But now, Lamont Roach Jr. got another chance at the title. This was his shot. Now, I was eager to see what was going to happen in this fight, and I was anticipating this fight. Now, this fight started off real tactical. It was slow, it was methodical, but Lamont Roach Jr. managed to use his quickness to steal body punches early in the fight. Now, he would take an occasional jab, he would take an occasional body punch, but he pulled the early rounds off with his quickness and his sharpness. But now, Hector Luis is a champion. He's a patient champion. And he started to use his timing to catch Roach Jr. in the body. And he was doing real well. He was doing so well that it was a point in the fight where I thought Hector Luis would take over the fight because I knew he was affecting Roach Jr. with them body shots. And, truth be told, I thought he was going to stop Roach Jr. I thought that Roach Jr. wasn't going to be able to take all them body shots, and by the later rounds, he would soon fold. And I feel like the average fighter would have. But you can tell Roach Jr. been in the gym training. You can tell he done focused on his weaknesses. You can tell that he done learned how to switch his style up and use different styles in the ring. And it showed. Because he came out using feints, using different angles, up on his feet, and he was using a different hook to open him up and hit him in the body with. And he managed to have a lot of success. But you can tell Roach Jr. been in the gym training. You can tell he was in shape. And you can tell that his will to win had grew in him. He wasn't going to take that. And he came back out with a totally different style in the later rounds. I noticed that Roach Jr. was using more feints. He was checking the balance of Garcia. He was coming up to the top with a left hook, opening him up, hitting him in the body. Left hook to the top, opening him up. And he managed to get a straight right hand, which dazed Garcia. And from then on, Roach Jr. took over the fight. He got stronger, he got sharper, his confidence grew, and he was more busy. Now, Garcia still was hitting him with body shots. This still was the fight because Garcia is a champion, and he don't want to lose. You can tell that he felt like he still was going to win this fight. This fight ended real close because Hector Luis Garcia was getting punches in. He did manage to hit Roach Jr. a few times and stun him. But the way we see it here at Railroad Nail Boxing Talk, Roach Jr. looked like the better fighter. He looked like the fighter that edged it out. I will give him the fight. It wasn't a whitewash. He had to fight for this. He had to switch his style up. He had to come back and do things differently than he had been doing in the first part of the fight. And I feel like that's what got him to fight. His training, his focus, him working on his ability to switch his style up in the ring and pick his opponents apart. And he edged it out with that. And that's how we see it here at Railroad Nail Boxing Talk. I don't want to keep it too long because you don't know me that well, but you will. And like we say here at Railroad Nail Boxing Talk, we don't just praise fighters with pretty records. We praise all fighters who get in the ring and fight hard. You could be 51-9, 38-8, or 11-10. If you out there knocking sweat off somebody's head, making the crowd want to come see you again, then your light will shine here at Railroad Nail Boxing Talk.